Mercy Home for Boys and Girls helps young people who've experienced abuse, neglect, and other early life adversities. They provide safety and healing from trauma and offer opportunities to build independence and success.
Yeah, I spoke to President and CEO Father Scott Donahue and COO Joe Ronca to learn how you can get involved and make a difference for the young people in their care, especially on Giving Tuesday. Father Scott, let me start with you. Explain to folks what Mercy Home is and who you serve.
Great. So Mercy Home for Boys and Girls has been in the city of Chicago for 138 years with a pretty similar mission throughout those 138 years. And it's basically taking care of children who otherwise would not have a home. These are kids who come from abuse or neglect, or simply there isn't a parent or a role model to care for them. And so they come to the home, and they, I would like to think, and I do believe, are embraced by love and acceptance, and helping these young people understand the trauma of their lives. All these young people have experienced trauma, and then give them the best opportunities possible in terms of feeling safe in a home, feeling cared for, food, of course, clothing, of course, and the best of education and therapy so that they can address what brought them to the home in the first place.
I imagine kids in those situations don't necessarily seek you out. How do they find Mercy Home?
Absolutely. So there's a great referral source that we have through a network called the Community Partners Collaborative. These would be schools, other community-based organizations. Certainly online, people can find us. But these referral sources will call us and say we're in contact with a family that we believe could receive support from Mercy. We welcome them in. We hear their story, and then we decide if Mercy is the right match and fit for them.
Things have changed a lot over the years. How has Mercy Home evolved with those changes?
Absolutely. So I think the big part is the home remains the same. The way in which we address some of the trauma that they've experienced over time has changed. Some of the models of care around helping them just move physically is a big piece of it, so not so much the sit-down talk therapy. Also identifying early on what brings them to the home and what they want to get out of their time. So what goals do you have? I want to do better in school. I want to have a career plan. I want to heal. Knowing that and helping them be the director of their care helps us get to the kind of solution sooner maybe than we did in the past.
Father, have you seen kids' problems change over the years too?
Oh yeah. So what initially brought young people to the home when I first got there 33 years ago, the issues in which the young people come from, the trauma that they've experienced, has changed, and but the care is the same. That's what I want to keep, because they come in not sure, period. But the way in which we welcome and embrace, and then once they understand, I use this line a lot, but it's true. Once they're there for maybe a couple months, you can see eye contact, you can see posture. They've kind of accepted and they like where they're at, and that's when the miracles start taking place in their education, in terms of their self-esteem, in terms of relating to people, in terms of the activities. So,
you can see that change in them,
in
their physical being, actually.
Yep. And then
There's a lot of programs out there to help young boys and girls. How is this program unique?
Absolutely. So I think that the big piece for Mercy Home differentiating itself is that once you're a member of our community, you're always a member of the home. So we have former residents that can come back to us wherever they're at in life and just receive support. That might look like academic support. So we have about 35 youth right now on post-secondary options, college, the trades, etc. Sometimes they just come back for the holiday celebrations, and we have a big Christmas party, like a family reunion in the summertime. And sometimes there's ongoing crises that we help them address. And so just like any family, the home is always there for them, regardless if they left yesterday or a decade or 20 years ago. We're always there for them.
You guys are a nice, safe space, and I think part of that is both of you have been there for a very long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
33 years for me and Joe.
21 years.
Yeah. So returning to familiar faces has got to feel good for kids who came from a situation that was anything but safe.
That's very true. And when we have the larger gatherings, like the Christmas party can be 700 people in our gymnasium or in our soccer field, and it really feels like a homecoming. It really feels like family. It's wonderful, and we have a number of those activities throughout the year. Summer picnic, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I love that. Well, we're talking about Giving Tuesday. How can our viewers help give back to you guys?
Absolutely. So the number one right now is for folks to give financially. It's Giving Tuesday. We have a 3-time match, so any gift that comes in will be matched, tripled. And for that, we're really grateful. Mercy Home's privately funded. We don't take any government money, so we rely on the generosity of others across certainly our great city of Chicago and the country here. So you can go online and visit mercyhome.org to give, and we're just really grateful for the generosity that we're shown every day by people.
If there's someone who might know a child who may be in need of extra help, is there a way for them also to get in touch with you all?
Absolutely. So same thing online. We have an 800 number as well. Just to reach right out to our admissions team, and we'll do a phone call, and then if it makes sense to have them come in and start to do our admissions assessment, there's always an opportunity for us to help them. Even if it's not moving into Mercy, we provide referral to those community-based partners that we talked about if Mercy's maybe not the right fit for them.
Yeah. One of the encouragements for those who are interested in learning more about Mercy Home, go to our website, mercyhome.org, and it lists all of our programming, the volunteers we're looking for, the job opportunities, but most importantly, the work that we do with the young people and families.
All right, grab those phones and scan the QR code on your screen for more information about Mercy Home. You can also visit mercyhome.org or give them a call. The number is also on your screen. Be sure to also follow them on the socials at Mercy Home.